Hey, what's going on, Dodgers Nation? D-Mac here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. We've got the ultimate Dodgers rumor reset for you coming up here in just a second. But quick reminder for all latest Dodgers news and rumors, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. And as always, I want your takes down below in the comments section. Today's Dodgers Nation question of the day. Of these free agents, which of them will ultimately end up signing with the Dodgers? And give me a percentage chance for each down below in the comment section. And for all latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. Let's get ready to rumor!
Let's get ready to rumble!
With the two sides meeting tomorrow, hopefully there's going to be an end in sight for the MLB lockout. And once that lockout ends, chaos is going to ensue. We're going to get back to that free agency madness, and I'm going to get you guys ready. We are going to do a Dodgers rumor reset where we're going to get you caught up on where things left off before the beginning of the lockout. So now that you're ready, let's talk some Freddie, as in Freddie Freeman, the former MVP. A lot of Dodger fans have him as their dream free agent. Well, he's from Southern California. He went to high school in Orange, California, where we went to see him in Dodger blue. Before the lockout began, John Morosi tweeted, "Freddie Freeman is the superstar free agent to watch today. While many have expected him to return to Atlanta, the Yankees and Dodgers are among the teams with interest, as John Heyman has noted. Freeman also could fit the Red Sox." John Heyman also tweeted, "Teams are trying to prize superstar first baseman Freddie Freeman from Atlanta. Some say they still don't think it will happen, but are surprised he's still free. Dodgers, who lost Seager and could move Muncy to second base, may have best hope for SoCal product. New York Yankees, Toronto, hat tip Carlos Baerga reached out." Heyman would go on to tweet, "Braves have checked in on A-star first baseman Matt Olson, presumably as a contingency plan in case Freddie Freeman leaves via free agency. Most still have a hard time envisioning Freeman in any other uniform but Braves, but want to be prepared." So first things first, who are the teams? You've got the Braves. They're the front runner. They're in pole position. Then you have the Dodgers, the Yankees. You also heard Morosi throw out the Red Sox, and you saw John Heyman. He threw out the Toronto Blue Jays as a potential team. Well, the big holdup for Freddie Freeman and the Atlanta Braves is that Freddie Freeman's contract demands are 6 years. And you've heard numbers from 6 years to 180, from 6 years to 200, something in that range. So if the Braves are offering Freddie Freeman 5 years, $150 million, that's not going to get the deal done. But if they're close to what he wants from an AAV standpoint, I think at the end of the day, you have to budge if you're the Braves. He is this generation's Mr. Brave. You just won a World Series with him. He is the face of your franchise. He is a great guy. He's great in the clubhouse. He's a great leader. How could you let Freddie Freeman get away just for 1 year? Now, if they're really lowballing him and you open things up, then I think Andrew Freeman, he's sitting there like Birdman just waiting to offer him a big bag. And I think if you're the Dodgers, that you gladly meet his asking price, that you gladly match or exceed whatever the Yankees can offer him, or the Red Sox, or the Toronto Blue Jays, because the Dodgers, they have big money. We know they print money. We know how much money they generate. And then also, you didn't pay Corey Seager that $292 million contract that they reportedly offer him. They didn't pay Max Scherzer, even though they were willing to go pretty high on him. It wasn't as high as we expected. They didn't get close to the Mets' $130 million offer, but they do have some money to spend this offseason, and Freddie Freeman would be a perfect guy to spend it on. And John Heyman was on the Big Time Baseball podcast, and he talked about the Dodgers as a possibility for Freddie Freeman.
Freeman is a free agent now. I understand he's talking to his team, his own team, about coming back, and certainly they might want a discount, hometown discount or something. But I mean, the Braves, they did great on the field. They do great off the field. They make a lot of money. I'm surprised it's gotten to this point, but since it has, there's no question we have to consider the possibility that he might leave. The Dodgers do make sense. They could slide Muncy over to second.
Now, I still think ultimately he ends up with the Atlanta Braves, but I do think there is a chance he does sign with the Los Angeles Dodgers. I would give it about a 40% chance. I think a 40% right now is a pretty safe number because, look, the Atlanta Braves, that ownership group, Liberty Media, they haven't signed very many big deals. You got the Acuna deal at $100 million. You got the $135 million Freddie Freeman deal, and that's pretty much it. They haven't been massive big spenders. We haven't seen them sign one of these massive mega deals yet. Until I do, I'm still going to have my doubts about their strategy as an organization. So 40% right now, and then if the lockout ends and the Braves are out, then that number goes way up. So it's really depending on how the Braves choose to go about this. Will they offer him that 6th year? Will they give him the price that he's looking for? Will they give him the contract that he's after? And I definitely think they should. He's still 32 years old. He's still one of the best hitters in all of Major League Baseball. Look at the contract that Alex Rodriguez signed at 32. It was a 10-year, $275 million contract. And then Pujols, he signed that big deal too at 32, going on 42. So Freddie Freeman definitely should get paid. The Braves should definitely do it. But if they don't, come home to LA. Freddie's still such a productive player. It'd be great with him and Mookie Betts. And also when you factor in the designated hitter heading to the National League, you can continue to preserve him as he ages. So next we're going to talk about Clayton Edward Kershaw. It's another big one this offseason because not very much has come out as far as the rumors, but we do know the teams involved. It's the Dodgers, it's the Rangers, and then it's the nobodies, because who knows, maybe he truly does call it a career and retire. Well, the first thing we do know when it comes to Kershaw is that the Rangers have made contact with him, and their manager, Chris Woodward, the Dodgers' former third base coach, he told that to Alon Rizzo on an episode of High Heat last month.
I know we've been in contact with him. I'm going to try to, Kershaw and I are obviously really good friends, and we believe in the same, things as far as, how to play the game, how to prepare. I've been honored to kind of be around him for the 3 years I was in LA. If he wants to come back to Texas, I'm pretty sure we're going to welcome him there.
And then also former Dodger Corey Seager. I don't know if you remember that guy. Corey Seager, great player for the Dodgers, won the NLCS MVP, World Series MVP. I see a lot of Dodger fans saying Corey who these days, so let me remind you. But no, Corey Seager, he's now on the Texas Rangers after signing that 10-year, $325 million deal with the club. Well, he said that he has talked to Kersh about joining the Rangers.
Here's the big question. Have you reached out to Clayton Kershaw and said, hey, buddy, it's time to come home?
I've had some talks with Kersh for sure.
How dare you, Corey? You trying to recruit Clayton Kershaw to the Texas Rangers? Hey, we did have some great moments in that stadium, the Globe Life Field. Kershaw wins his first World Series, pitches well, and of course, Seager goes into God mode. So, hey, that's probably the selling point for him, and it's also the proximity to where he's from. It'd be a homecoming for Kershaw, and you heard Woodward talk about how he could mentor the young guys, and that even though the Rangers, they don't expect them to be a playoff team soon, a contender anytime soon, but Kershaw could still have an impact on their organization. He can live close to home. He can take his kids to school in the morning and pitch later in the day. He hangs down in Dallas. You saw him at Dirk Nowitzki's jersey retirement, sitting next to CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper doing his thing. So he clearly loves hanging out, living in Texas, and that would be something that you would have to respect if he made that decision. But Dodgers insider Dave Vassay, he said on Petros and Money that he thinks that Clayton Kershaw is going to be back with the Dodgers next season.
I will not bury the lead here and just put this out there right now. I am 100% confident Clayton Kershaw will be with the Dodgers in 2022.
Look at that. Now, when it comes to Clayton Kershaw's free agency, there just hasn't been that much buzz from the fans, from the media, and I think the reason why is because he suffered that injury at the end of the season. He didn't have to undergo Tommy John surgery, but when it happened, there was a lot of fear that he was going to have to go under the knife, that he might never pitch again. He was holding that ball. A lot of people made a lot out of that. Well, it turns out he avoided surgery. He got that PRP injection, and we'll see how he responds. But before he went down with the injury, he was very solid. And last year, in 121 2/3 innings pitched in over 22 starts, he had a 3.55 ERA and a very impressive 29.5% K percentage and a minuscule 4.3% walk percentage. I mean, he did pitch well, and you've seen the evolution of his game going to that slider, one of the best slide pieces in all of Major League Baseball. So if he has the feel for that slider, he can still be a very effective pitcher. I still think he's a strong number 3 if he's fully healthy, even at this stage in his career. So we'll see where he ends up. I do think at the end of the day, he does re-sign with the Dodgers. The legacy is too strong. 22 needs to be in LA in 22. Look, let's just bring Dallas to Los Angeles if that's what it takes. Look, we'll build a school for your kids. We'll do whatever you need. We'll make it look, we'll get some Hollywood producers, Hollywood set designers to make a street that looks like Dallas, Texas if you want. I know the people at Warner Brothers. I'll hook you up, okay? We'll get some set design for you, Clayton Kershaw. but we need to keep you in Los Angeles because we got to give you your roses while you're still in Dodger blue. You're a walking, living legend. You're a future first ballot Hall of Famer. You have nothing else to prove in this game. And in LA, you can contend for another World Series title. You can't do that with the Texas Rangers. And we know how competitive you are and how much this means to you. And I think when you're at that age, too, you need that extra adrenaline, that extra boost. You're not going to get that playing at Globe Life Stadium, okay? You're going to need that with the Dodgers playing in front of 40, 50,000 people on any given night. So I think Clayton Kershaw does ultimately re-sign with the Dodgers. I'd give it a 94% chance. 94% chance that he re-signs with the Dodgers. But let me know down below in the comment section, where do you think Freddie Freeman will sign? Where do you think Clayton Kershaw will sign? And give me a percentage chance for both that they'll sign with the Dodgers. Let me know down below. And this is just part 1 of the Rumor Reset series, so look out for part 2 coming at you tomorrow. We got a lot of big names still to get into, but let me know down below. My name is D-Mac. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. For all things Dodger baseball, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. For all the latest Dodgers Nation merch, head over to gearup.la. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.